Alright, welcome back to the Dipshits podcast. I'm Parker Santo. As always, I got my boy Josh Gronka here with me. Josh Gronka, how are you doing today?
I'm fine and dandy.
That's great to hear. We got an exciting episode planned for you here today, folks. And we just want to, before we start real quick, we want to thank everybody for the overwhelming support we have received. And, it feels good to know that you guys really been fucking with what we do here,
Yeah, some people liked it, so that's cool.
And if you hated it, we're calling a drone strike to your house. So, watch out.
It's easy, too. It's only, how much, fucking rupees was it?
I think it was about 1,200 rupees, maybe. So, we got drones on deck, so if you're hating...
Got roofies on deck. Hit me up.
Roofies on deck. Let's talk about roofies for a little bit. A lot of people think, date, rape, drugs, roofies, but it's not the case. It's very hard to find roofies nowadays. They've discontinued Roofinol. So if you're interested in, raping somebody and you want to drug them first, you probably got to go with Xanax because roofies are going to be a little too hard to find. So, all right. We got an exciting one planned here today, folks. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff has happened since we've last seen you. And, let's get a little update from Josh Gronka. What's gone on in your life since the last time we've met?
I was eating a lot of food from fucking all these places.
Yeah, my boy Josh Gronka here, he likes to go out to eat. He likes to get wild. He likes to, get a little drunk at the restaurant, drunk at the bar, and you know what? That's a fun time. It's a fun time getting drunk. It's a fun time, doing what you want. Yeah, we're both a little bit, on the rocks right now. So, we're going to try our best with this one. So, we got some cool topics that we want to bring up today. I'll give everybody a little bit of an update. I quit smoking weed. A week ago, or about 2 weeks ago now that I said that on the last podcast, and, life still sucks. So, you know what, if you think quitting drugs, your life is going to get better, it doesn't. So,
dude, you only quit smoking weed because you smell like poop, dude.
That's true. I smell like shit, and you know what? The weed was just making me smell like
even
weed,
worse.
too.
Yeah, double time.
If you smell like weed and shit, you just smell terrible, especially, if the people you're around don't like the smell of weed and don't like the smell of shit either.
Who likes the smell of shit, though?
Well, I've heard of a shit fetish. There's this thing where...
Two girls, yeah, let's
not even that. There's this thing where a lot of guys, will pay a prostitute, usually, to...
Cleveland steaming.
Defecate on their chest.
Yeah.
And if you're into that, maybe see a therapist, maybe see a psychiatrist, maybe get on some Zoloft, Lexapro, or any other kind of medicine that will, make you reconsider the irrational thoughts you have.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. So, we're up here in the studio right now, and it's a little hot up here right now. We don't have the AC installed yet, so... It's kind of, I'm sweating my balls off a little bit. I've had to, take a break every 5 minutes so far just to wipe them off with a tissue, make sure nothing's getting too wet, too juicy. And, we don't have a video element up for the podcast.
Yeah, give them a visual what just happened.
yeah. So,
I'm sure you heard it.
Yeah, my boy Josh here just cracked open a nice Modelo, that Espanol beer, and got it all over the computer, which we run the audio through. So,
it's all
we're chilling. We're chilling, but we're going to be smelling a little cerveza, for a little bit now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't fuck up the audio.
Yeah. No, it's not fucking up the audio. We're all good. And, we've been good, honestly, because we haven't been doing much lately. Like we said last episode, COVID, it's been limiting a lot of things that, usually we've been able to do. So now we can't do it anymore, but we've been doing this.
Well, I'm about to get my car back on some demon time.
So yeah, you had a little bit of a mishap with your car. What happened?
And my driver's license, stuff like that, but we got everything back on track. I'm getting a bumper and shit. So.
We got everything back on track. We got, some court cases, some nonviolent offenses that have been dealt with, and, we're rocking, rolling, and ready to get back at them. And you were telling me earlier...
Nonviolent offenses? No, there's a couple of the depends. All right, let's not skip this.
What kind of violent offenses we have? Because now that you brought it up, what kind of violent? What?
Disorderly. My 18th birthday.
Oh yeah, that was recent. That came about.
No,
that resurfaced recent.
Oh no.
Oh, so
I'm just saying that was one of those in there.
Yeah, so my boy was just bringing up something completely irrelevant, just to let you know how much of a badass he is.
I guess. I don't know. I guess so.
You know what? Let us know who do you think is the biggest badass in the Dipshits audience? That's what I want to know. If you think that out of all the Dipshits fans that you are the biggest badass, comment below and let us know why exactly you think you're the biggest badass.
Bob is the biggest badass, bro.
Yeah, we got shout out our boy Bob, a big supporter of this podcast, and we'll have Bob on the podcast soon if he wants to come on.
No, Bob's just a badass though. He's just a badass kid, man.
He is a badass kid. So Bob, shout out you, and thanks for fucking with us, man. So yeah. What else has been on your mind lately?
Right now, I'm literally just, I don't know. I kind of want the cigarettes, dude. I was thinking
menthol
about talking
cigarettes.
about this. I do kind of want a cigarette.
There's a little bit of news this week maybe about menthol cigarettes possibly going away.
Yeah, they say in like a year they're gonna try to, but it's probably never gonna happen. So.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're worried about menthol cigarettes going away, you got a couple of options. You could. You could stockpile them, or you could just, stop believing the hype and just, menthols will be here forever, baby. Menthols have always been here. I believe Jesus Christ himself was actually a menthol smoker,
Have they discovered that? Is there menthol back then?
There's always been menthol, baby.
Well, it's definitely always been in the ground, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, they definitely smoked tobacco back then.
Oh, they definitely smoked tobacco. They definitely smoked Newports. They definitely smoked, Philip Morris, Virginia Slims, all different types of dirty Winstons and stuff like that.
Rapist Winston, baby.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucked.
So,
let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's not talk about raping, all right?
Yeah.
Let's make this a no-rape podcast because you know what? That sucks. Rape fucking sucks. And if you're out there and you're listening to this and you've raped somebody, fuck you. Because we're coming for you. And we're going to send a drone strike and you're going to get obliterated.
Yeah, bro. That shit's fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just nasty. Yeah.
And you know what? We had this conversation off air one time. I don't really understand the psychology behind rape because my favorite part about a sexual experience is pleasing the woman, I really like to know that I'm playing for the crowd, and that's why I like,
it's the biggest part of it. I mean, it should be, at least if you're normal, probably. Yeah,
I like, I've always been somebody who plays to the crowd, who reads the room, and just likes to exploit the different things that I think people want from me. And obviously, nobody wants to be raped, so I just can't see myself ever being interested in something like that.
Yeah, definitely not.
And, now that we've covered our asses, we can move on to the next segment.
Yeah, I'm talking about last week, bro.
Ooh,
that shit was bad.
Yep.
I had to dump her in the fucking river.
Jessica. And Jessica's parents are looking for her.
That's sad, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So I was having a different thought, it's getting to the point, we're in 2021. A lot of things are becoming more and more accepted by society, being gay, sex change surgeries. So I had an idea, I might pitch this. I might pitch
pussy
this
extension.
No, not that. But I was thinking, I'm gonna pitch an idea to, maybe Hasbro, maybe Parker Brothers, maybe one of those different board game companies for an idea for a at-home sex changer. What do you think about that?
How did it work though?
I was thinking kind of like a hole punch. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds just like.
Well, this is the technology.
Not like a piece of paper,
Well, no.
I know.
I was just saying conceptually,
Okay.
Because I don't think the technology is there yet, but I'm envisioning a world. Because right now, the thing prohibiting
Can't
a lot of
just switch
trans.
off from pussy to dick in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but like in the future, that's what I'm saying. I think it would really be beneficial for a lot of the transgender community can't afford to get the surgeries they want. So I had this idea for a revolutionary product, really, that would just, hook on to whatever genitalia
Orifice.
you have. Yeah, whatever orifice you have, and kind of just switch it to the one you want in a matter of seconds. And I would try to make this a cost-effective product, one that could really, be widely available to anyone.
Yo, you should make like a new like an alien private part that makes it like fucking insane. That's genius.
That's a good idea.
Maybe we shouldn't even put this on here right now.
Yeah, we're actually gonna scratch this because we
Elon,
don't want you stealing this
fucking,
idea.
Dude, I'm gonna hit up Elon Musk, bro.
Yeah, none of you better steal. If any of you steal this idea, just know we're coming for you on copyright court. All right.
Elon's coming for you. Don't worry about us.
Yeah, we're getting the big dogs involved, baby.
Elon's
that's
fucked up.
When the dipshits decide to do something, we do it right. All right, and you know that, and we know that, and everyone knows that. Okay?
Getting Bezos' wife in here.
And yeah, that is a threat because you don't cross the dipshits. The dipshits cross you, and the dipshits change your private parts whenever they want.
Dude, I'm literally friends with Bezos' wife, bro.
Are you really?
Yes. Dude, why do you think I've been going out to eat so much?
Wait, so, all right, for those of you that don't know, Jeff Bezos, richest man in the world, him and his wife had a divorce last year, made her the richest woman in the world. So I'm assuming that, Mackenzie, I believe her name is recently on the market. Probably, she's rich. She don't need no more money.
My sugar mama.
She's probably looking for some young dick. Is that you, baby?
Yeah, just don't.
Are you the young dick that Mackenzie Bezos is getting?
Just don't spread it around. Like, anyone listening, just don't spread it around.
Dipshits fans, don't tell.
It's embarrassing.
Don't tell
sometimes,
anybody that my boy Josh Gronka has been having sexual relations for money with Mackenzie Bezos.
Is that her name? Her first name?
That is her first name, Mackenzie Bezos, and I don't even have to look that up because I just know it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because, I was trying to figure out personally how I could get in there. Like, who wouldn't want to get in there? Richest woman in the world, newly single. What are they waiting for? I'm sure she got some young, stud just pounding her out right now.
Yeah.
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 And I want to be that young stud, I want to be that young stud that gets to, show Mackenzie a nice time.
I wouldn't go that far. Okay.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't go that far.
You wouldn't show her a nice time?
No.
Huh. That's interesting.
I'd show her a fucking horrible time, bro.
Maybe a little raw hypnol in there, you know what I'm saying? Woo! Maybe reaching the purse up the raw hypnol, getting crazy, getting real, hangover style rohypnol, not remembering everything, and then losing money, maybe missing some of your obligations.
Dude, you're fucked up. I wasn't going for that, asshole.
Oh, all right. Well, that's one thing that none of us.
Fucking prick. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's one thing that, none of us can really question. As a person, I am 100% fucked up. And that's why I believe that I have things to say that people want to listen to. Because, most people out there, they think the things that they say, people don't really want to listen to. But part of the reason of me being fucked up is I think people want to hear the things that I have to say. So that's definitely something I should bring up in therapy.
Whoa. Kind of left me on a cliffhanger there, man. Therapy.
Well, I haven't been going to therapy, but, I think I probably should because I got a couple different things going on up here, and it's like some of them don't make sense, some of them do make sense, and the things that do make sense is like, what are you going to do about them, But
probably not a lot.
Probably not a lot.
That's what you got to learn at the end of the day.
And that's the sad thing, if you're a fucked up guy like me, you just gotta learn to live with it, and you gotta learn to not hurt anybody and not fucking...
It's like try to be normal, like I've been doing.
Try to fucking get a job, try to, just, whatever.
Just hang around,
Fuck it. Let's talk about something.
Oh, God.
So, Oh, something interesting I was thinking about, and you know, we've had some requests to add a video element to this podcast, and you know, while this episode will probably not have a video element to it, maybe in the future, the very near future, you will see a video episode continuously every week of the Dipshits podcast, and let us know if that's something you want to see. Ooh, that classic Gronka burp. That's going to be a trademark of ours, yeah.
That might be why you want a video, too. I literally just almost choked. Did you hear that?
Yeah. And, you know, I think that Gronka burp might become a real trademark of that.
I get loud, dude.
If
I'll start slamming this thing, it'll get loud in here.
Oh, yeah. Well, how about this? How about you keep slamming them, and we'll see how loud it can get.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. So, you know what? We're 15 minutes into this episode right now.
Probably shotgun one.
Yeah. So, by the end of this episode, you're going to...
I can't, though, with everything.
You're going to see... Oh, true. You can't shotgun. So, you know what? Keep go steady with it. Yeah, go steady with it. And by the end of this podcast, we'll see how loud of a burp Josh Gronka can produce. Oh, we're getting better every time. Better every time. 2 sips. And you know what? Maybe we'll have the commission check out, because I think he's been doing some performance-enhancing drugs to make that burp louder. Because that's a pretty impressive burp you got going. Dude,
it's a nice belch, bro.
Oh, it really is. It's got a lot of belly in it. It's got a couple different octaves. It's got a nice long duration. What's up?
The other day, I fucking ripped an insane fart, too. I have a video of it.
Really?
It was so long. Dude, it was like...
You got it on video?
It was like... It was like a...
That's beautiful, like a trumpet.
Dude, I was just in my bed watching Netflix and just let it fly. It was great.
And you know what? Speaking of trumpets, speaking of different kinds of instruments, you don't hear a lot of classical music anymore, and I don't understand why. You know, we got number 3 right there. Maybe we'll just keep a tally here. Yeah, we got number 3 going right there. But back to what I was saying, you know, you don't see a lot of classical music anymore. And I think that's a real shame, because, you know, the classical music has a lot to offer. You know, Mozart, Beethoven, Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé's fucking...
A lot
that
of
album
things.
he pushed out.
What's up?
When did Bublé make that, like, fucking...
Heater album?
The Christmas one.
Oh, the Michael Bublé Christmas album.
Dude, that's a slapper.
Yo,
I like to, like... Alright, so... If it just starts flaring out, it's a nice winter day, I'll go out in my Honda Civic and just... I love playing that, and I'll be all by myself, just going on a nice drive.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's a lot of Michael Bublé hitters. He's got that one. I remember when I was a real little kid, I used to like this song. He goes, I just haven't met you yet. Oh,
is that him?
I just haven't met you yet.
I feel like that's some other guy like that.
No, that is 100% Michael Bublé, because I can remember myself, you know, being a young child watching the VH1 Countdown.
Oh,
remember that?
Yo,
the VH1
I actually do
Countdown.
Remember that. That's random as hell.
I saw the video for the Michael Bublé Haven't Met You Yet, and it's him in a grocery store, and it's really a beautiful song. And you know what? Shout out to Michael Bublé, because he's got a really beautiful voice and a lot of talent, you know. And another musician like along those lines I really like is John Mayer. You know, John Mayer's got a lot of talent. He's got a lot of...
He's pretty sick in real life, for real.
Yeah, he's got a lot. He gets a lot of women.
Yeah, he's pretty dope.
He dresses really nice.
What, are you gonna suck his cock or something?
He would never let me suck his cock. let's be honest. Michael Bublé would never let me suck his cock. Bro.
That'd be fucked.
Well, yeah, if he let me do it, it would be fucked. If I got to do it, it would be amazing.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. It'd be fucked if you actually convinced him to let you.
Yeah. But you know what, folks? I've been working on my negotiation skills, and I think that maybe someday we'll be able to get there.
That would be dope for sure.
Yeah.
Could do a double beach on him.
I just haven't had gay sex with you yet. Oh,
this reminds me.
I just haven't had gay sex yet.
This reminds me, like, I just want everyone out there to always, like, remember your parents, appreciate them, because if you never have just, like, went down on your mom or sucked your dad's dick, like, you don't even know what true love is, bro. And
Oh, yeah, and we want to make it very clear. This is not a political podcast. This is not even a comedy podcast. This is not a cultural podcast. This is not a music podcast. This is a podcast about being gay with your own parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Dude, you could be gay with your mom, too.
You could
crazy.
be gay with your mom. You could be gay with your dad. You could be gay with your uncle. As long as you're into it, it's a great time. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, my uncle's mustache is like so tickly and shit.
Which uncle? Let's name him.
No. You're not naming his ass.
I can imagine Josh's uncle just being like, "Hey, Josh, why don't you come comb my mustache for
fuck?
me? Hey, Josh."
No, he thinks he's a fucking cop or something. He's kind of a douche, but he's not like that.
Hey, Josh, why don't you come over here and comb my mustache and suck my cock?
It's more of like
Why don't you go grab me a beer and suck my cock?
He don't drink.
You don't drink?
Don't drink.
Had a problem, or
No.
we don't have to air him out? Just doesn't like
no,
it?
he never did anything. This guy actually.
Wow.
That's
That's
one of the
crazy.
only people in my family like that too. It's just
Yeah, that's crazy. And you know what? This is mostly a comedy podcast, draped in irony. But if you've never drank,
No, he never did really shit. He would dip and go fishing.
I have an insane amount of respect for people like that. And you know why? Because life sucks, bro. Life sucks.
Yeah.
And if you can get through that with no drinks, no drugs, nothing but a little chew and a little spitter to spit it out into, respect to you.
And you know what? Yo, guess what? I'm surprised too, because this is actually really sad. He was supposed to get like married when he was like really young. And his
you
wife
told me
passed.
about this. Yeah.
He was like
his fiance, right? Yeah.
Well, no. Yeah, they weren't married yet. But.
Yeah, and so, losing a fiance.
And he still stayed like a sturdy. That's respectable shit on some real shit.
Yeah, and it's like, it's one thing, you've been married a couple of years, you're a little bit older, your wife dies. It's still insanely sad. You still probably never get over it. But if you never even got the chance to start that life with somebody, that's got to be a real, a real trouble that somebody has.
Yep.
And I hope that none of you ever have to experience something like that. I hope that neither of us ever have to experience something like that.
Yep. Yep. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yo, we're just going to start doing... All right, and you heard it here first, guys. This is going to be the world's first podcast to have ad-libs in it. Most podcasts, they have a soundboard.
So
they do little... But you know what? This is going to be the world's first podcast with ad-libs in it. You know what I'm saying? Pooh Shiesty. We're doing all the ad-libs, baby.
Oh, my God.
We are having a lot of fun today, folks. This is a real good episode we've got going on so far.
I'm drunk right now.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. I love it.
Yeah. But, if you ever expect to get structure from this podcast, you're going to get about...
You're mentally disabled if you think we're going to really teach you some shit.
Let me tell you something. The theme of this podcast is about as structured as a schizophrenic's brain. You know what I'm saying?
We're probably schizophrenic.
We probably have some latent schizophrenia going on because we can't stick... It's like, we can't stick from one topic to another. We got to mix in a different thing that we'll throw in some left hooks when we should have just thrown a three.
I'm retarded. Oh, fuck. I dropped the R word.
We could drop the R word because you know what, folks? I am retarded.
I guess it don't matter.
I am retarded. I'm retarded and I'm proud.
Well, it was funny.
I'm retarded and I'm proud. I'm just going to say it about 6 times so you don't feel bad about it anymore. Because here's the thing, honestly, folks. My boy Gronka, he likes to hold a little bit more punches than I do, but we're going to loosen him up and we're going to get him throwing shots. You know what I'm saying?
Because I am a dick, so I could be really bad.
Well, I'm a dick too, but here's the thing. You got to be yourself.
No, I could just get really bad.
And we're going to break the fourth wall here real quick because I just want to let everybody at home know the most important thing is being yourself. Because if you're not being yourself, you're
yeah,
being somebody
in real
else.
Life, I mean, this is a podcast, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you know.
Got a little character in here.
I'm gonna play a little bit of a character, but I'm also gonna be myself too, because, you know, I am a character. You know, a lot of people, they meet me and they think, wow, this is the weirdest fucking person I've ever met. I've been accused of being on acid more times than I can count on 10 fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I never got accused unless I was on acid.
Yeah, no, I've been accused of being on acid. And that could point to schizophrenia as well, too.
If I've been drugs-wise accused that I wasn't on.
I've been accused of coke. Never done coke in my life. I can promise you that.
Oh, I've been accused of coke
accused
when,
of
like, I was just getting drunk because I'm just hyper, like, I'm just, like, a hyper guy, honestly.
Yeah.
So people will be like, what
and
the
fuck?
fuck?
Here's the thing. It's not like we don't need to do coke. We got you know, energy. We got character. We got fucking personality. We got pizzazz. So,
Well,
you know,
dude, that's
fuck
not.
coke.
You don't even have to bash coke that hard. I'm not saying like to do it or anything like that, but like, it's
No, I'm
not.
just
That doesn't
saying-
give you a whole like. I guess some people though who do coke take that as their whole personality. They really do, yeah.
I know quite a few.
Yeah,
I know
it makes
quite
sense.
a few. You know, so yeah, we don't have to do shit like that. We could if we want to have some fun, but you know,
Well,
we don't
dude,
have
I
to
drink
do
and
shit
smoke.
Like that.
You know, that's
You
for
know,
fun.
I like to drink. I used to like to smoke. I like to get a little schmacked. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need to. The only reason I need to is because I'm bored. I get really, really fucking bored, folks.
I get bored.
And when I
sometimes.
get bored, that's when the bad decisions come out. Ho, do the bad decisions come out when the boredom comes
Dude,
out.
that's just like a thing everyone knows about. Like if you're just doing like, if I don't know, if it's just fuck all, like you become a fucking menace. I don't even know.
You gotta really keep some structure in your life. You know, you gotta go to school, go to church, go to work, go to the bank, go to the grocery store.
What do we do?
Pick up some things you need.
What do we do? What's our structure?
Nothing.
Yeah.
And that's why this podcast is like this and not normal.
That's why I can't wait to get my fucking car back.
That's why I can't wait to get my dick sucked, honestly. You know what I'm saying? It's been a fucking long minute since my dick been in somebody's mouth, and I'm really hoping I get that feeling back soon. You know
I
what
have
I'm
to
saying?
pick up a. Oh, I forgot. I have a check from the old place I worked waiting for me actually for like fucking $1,600 or something.
Ooh, what are you gonna spend that on?
I don't know. Oh, I have to get fucking. I'll get leather seat covers for my car. That'd be dope.
Yeah, cause you got the cloth in there right now.
Yeah, and they're all fucked up from me being stupid in high school.
You left the windows open with the rain.
A
Was
lot.
that it?
That's one of them. That's just also people's scummy asses on the seats. You know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, some people's smelly, dirty butts.
People's scummy asses come.
Oh, well, that's probably there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a car. What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, you know,
Should
when
be
you're a kid,
you gotta christen the fucking car at least once.
and that's the thing.
at
You know,
least.
when you're a kid,
That
there's-
means you don't even like. If you don't like the car, then don't fucking do it. But
yeah, but you know, if you're a kid, there's not a lot of places you can really have sex. So a car ends up being one of the best ones.
It's funny.
It's sad, and when you're an adult, you look back on it and you're like, "What was I doing?" But a lot of times in your youth, especially the high school days, a car is the best option.
Dude, I don't know. Looking back at it as an adult, I don't know. It still could happen sometimes if shit gets real horny and stuff.
Yeah, it could happen a lot of places.
could-
It could happen, you know, a park
Yeah, but
bench.
dude,
it could happen.
Could still happen.
It could
in a
happen
car
at a
now.
Denny's.
And it
You know
wouldn't
what
be
I'm
like
saying?
that
You could be
crazy.
fucking in a Denny's. You know, you could be fucking in a Popeyes. You could be
Dude.
fucking.
Walgreens.
You could be fucking in a Walgreens. You
That'd
could be
be-
fucking in the Walmart while you're trying to use a coin store.
Yo, imagine fucking in Popeyes Wilkes-Barre. Ew. Oh, that'd be the dirtiest fuck in the
Yeah,
planet.
you'd probably get all the diseases, you know, herpes, AIDS, friggin' borderline personality disorder, all kinds of diseases you could really catch in that Popeyes.
And Popeyes, does what is the slogan? Popeyes.
Popeyes, black
Pop-
people. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's all done.
Oh, nah, I'm just kidding, folks. I don't know the Popeye slogan, but I'm sure it's not that. Well, we'll figure that out later. Because you know what? Anyway, we're at the 30-minute mark, so we might have had to do a little editing. So if you hear a little section that got cut out, you'll know that we had to do a little editing. So we're going to wrap this one up, and we hope you like this one. We hope you like us, and we hope you're having a great day. So, yeah, goodbye.
Bye, fucker.